Alright, hi. So it's now Thursday. It's 11 something. 10:40. It's not even 11 yet. Anyway, I thought it was later, but it's not. So, um, I did my workout and then I've been working on Azalea, who I got entirely. She is now done. I did do outlines on her, which you can kind of tell, but it was just for this. Obviously, when I take her and do lines on her, she'll turn out a little bit better. So when I get there, I'm going to do a comparison of her, because you can tell with Clover, I did the same thing. She's still drying a little bit. Where I have the lines here, so obviously it's easier to tell like the lighter flowers. But I'll do a comparison at the end of the video. He's now done. So that's how she turned out, but eventually I'll take a picture and get her up on the website for next month, which is great, so I'm glad that these are all done. So I'm about to grab this so I can start making their little designs. All the extra little things I gotta do now, because now they're all completed. I just also finished the unicorn video, so like recording everything I needed to. This is for clay purposes. I'm gonna try something out. So that's why I just got like the smallest baby one, because I'm hoping it works, but I don't know. Anyway, so I just have to put her video together and do the voiceover, but she's now done. And then I did a side-by-side comparison of the both of them. So I'm going to do 2 separate designs for them. I might have like a Team Nightmare or something, so we'll see. But that's coming up. I don't know, definitely a stark contrast for Unicorn, but I also kind of like it because I almost did it kind of purpose for like looking at one another. So I thought that was also just kind of like a fun little thing to do. Is that for the next set of designs, I'm going to be doing Aerith, which is a Stegosaurus of mine. So I'm going to be doing him. And my hippocampus that I made a few months ago, which they're back here. They're on like a big canvas painting. I think this is probably the biggest painting I've done. So I should have put their designs up for May, but whatever. What's that? So I have kind of like, I have like sunset and sunrise is what I was doing. That's what their colors are for. So I'm going to be doing both of them. So I have 2 parents and I have 2 babies. So that's kind of what will be happening. But it's obviously just going to be like pencil and marker. Same when I do Azalea's design. So that's also why my desk is like covered right now. Because I have Azalea, and then I have the Nightmare and the Unicorn, and I'm working on Aerith at the same time, so it's like I have several different things. And yeah, because I think today I'm gonna make it an art day, and the reason why is because I have so many things I want to do, and now I have stuff that I want to accomplish and like get drawings done for the weekend to work on the stuff over the weekend. Like take pictures tomorrow is what I'm hoping for, so that way I can do all their digital stuff, because I also have to make products too. To be fair, I have like 2 weeks before June, but I'm like, I kind of want to do this now. And then that way I can focus on doing Aerith and Hippocampus next to get them out kind of relatively quickly. And the next art video is a comic page, which is Mutations. So I gotta do that one next too, which is that's coming up. But I'm just kind of glad that they're all finished, so I don't have to worry about it. Because I am gonna go ahead and post Azalea next week, because she's done, because that was kind of the whole point. I know I'm early for June, but I don't really care. I'm just doing stuff. So it's more or less for me to get the designs out in June is the whole reason why I was doing it versus kind of waiting. But that's just me. I don't know. It's fine. As for the Etsy thing, so I had to, because I'm trying to open up an Etsy too, just to kind of have it for now. I was trying to, but the problem is that I'm having to wait for the bank to connect to it. So, because I went ahead and just did like direct deposit type of thing. So I'm waiting for the bank to accept it, or it's still processing, a penny. So I'm having to wait for it to finish processing. So I might check it later today to see if it's processed. If not, it'll be tomorrow. And if it does, I'm hoping it processes by tomorrow. So that way that's probably going to be a good chunk of my day is working on that, which is fine. Because tomorrow's supposed to be a computer day anyway. Just because Fridays I have to go back to work on Saturday. It's just Fridays I have a hard time of deciding what I want to do, because it's like Wednesday and Thursday I don't have an issue because I can do it all day and I can stay up later, whatever I want to do. But it's just Fridays I like to be in bed at certain times, so I have to get up early in the morning. So, it's kind of, it's a whole thing. So that's why I'm like, well, Friday tomorrow, it'll at least give me some direction of what I can do, because I have a whole checklist of things to do. So I'm like, at least I know I can just kind of pick something and do and work on it. So that's kind of what I'm wanting to do. So that's what my intention is. So, but now that they're all done, later on today, I'll work on the unicorn video and get it done, so that way I can get it up for tomorrow and everything, which will be great. And then I'm actually going to probably work on getting my post up for today, which it'll probably be an art video, I suppose, because I have quite a few of those saved on here. So I can just put it together and post it, is what I'm going to do. So let me get started on that stuff, so that way I can start drawing and such. And then go from there, I suppose. Okay, it's after 2:30. So I had food. I went on like a little walk really quick just because I kind of felt like it. Like, it's like 80 something degrees. I think it's almost 90, which is fantastic. So what I have started doing was I'm starting to prepare the little drawing designs that I gotta do for the characters. Since I gotta do all 3 of them. And then later on I'll do their like little backings that I have to do. So this is where I'm at so far. So this is the Nightmare. So I have his little minis, and then just his like secondary, the little elements, and then I'm working on his head right now. So that's where that's at. And then I have the unicorn and stuff and the azalea down here, which you can't see yet, so when I get there I'll kind of show. But the funny part is that whenever I do these, when I do these the first time, they're okay, but like doing them the second time, they turn out so much better. Like this Nightmare I'm much happier with than the original one, which it happens a lot for me. It's just, I guess because I get like practice the first time, and the second time I can just make them better. I don't know, it's whatever. But the unicorn will essentially be the same thing. So I'll have her head bust, I'll have the 3 little mini designs, I'll have a horn as well. Her tail, I think I'm gonna have kind of like a hoof, if you will, because like I have a hoof for the Nightmare, but it's kind of like a flamey hoof. And then I'll have like a little flower patch, and then I kind of have her running on the side, which I actually have it sketched out so I can kind of show you what I'm doing. So it's gonna look like this, because this isn't one I chose for the Nightmare right here. So this is what she's doing. So she's running. So that's what I have. So I'm in that process. And then for Azalea, I have her, so it's essentially these. So I have her head. I'm gonna have her laying flat with some flowers around her, and then her little designs and such. So that's what's going on with that. So turning out pretty well. But I don't know how much I'll get done today, because I was also going to work on like Evergreen so I can get her started. But I gotta get these done first. Like I want to get these done first. So now I'm like, ooh. Because yeah, I want to do, because I think, because for Evergreen, I'm going to do like a mini drawing, which probably will be this size, I think, of paper, which it's the half of this size, so it's like a 6x8, I think, so it's a 3x4, I'm pretty sure. So I want to do that. I also want to work on airifs and stuff, because I just have pencils and markers like everywhere over here. But once I get done with these guys, they'll go away. So once I'm done with Nightmare, I can put his stuff up and whatnot and just kind of get rid of things. I'm just keeping him so I can color. But that's kind of where I'm at so far. I might be able to at least get him done today, obviously, so I might have to wait and just get the other 2 finished next week. But I was wanting to get them done today. I know the designs are like so small, but they still take a while to do. It's fine. But I just want to give that update. So that's where I'm at right now. I was going to record these, but I'm also like, I kind of don't want to. Like these, I kind of just want to get them done. Like I don't want to record them, because I shouldn't have to record like everything, and they're just redraws pretty much. Like there's not much point. And then later on I still have to put together the unicorn video, so I gotta do her at some point tonight too, which is fine. So I keep hearing like noises, but squirrel brain. All right, I'm gonna get back to it so that way I can keep going with him and hopefully get him done and possibly start the unicorn today is what I'm hoping. All right, so it's now Friday. So I just I've been doing a couple things, not a lot, but enough, to get started at least for the day. I won't get everything done that I wanted to this week, but that's nothing new. So I just did a check-in video with all the plants. Everyone's doing really good. My little guys over here, as you can see, are still doing really, really well, especially my bean plant here. Oh, I'm touching him. And my little microgreens, like, I'm trying to turn it around so that it kind of gets sunlight on all sides as much as possible. Because if I start seeing them all, like, shoot towards the window, then I'm like, I need to turn it. The air plants are still doing fine. Those are easy enough. Succulents, they're all still alive. There's not really any propagation yet. There's, like, nothing growing on, like, the little succulent pups I took, but that's alright. So what I did was I got my design, so that's all finished. I had to finish up a few of her this morning because I was too tired, but she's done. I got pictures taken of everyone. I need to actually put this up for Pinterest and DeviantArt, and then I also got to take a picture of her, so for her thumbnail, and then probably will get her posted next week, I think, because I don't post them until I get their video up. I just forgot to do him. I also need to get a comic page up, or at least try to if possible. So that's what's going on. But I just got the unicorn video up, so I'm waiting for my laptop to kind of finish charging for the time being, and then I will finish doing the nightmare card, which I need to put in there along with the nightmare bit at the end of the video, and then I will have to do her thumbnail and stuff. So I gotta do all that. I also need to update the nightmare video with the unicorn video instead of whatever I had originally, so I can put that in there. At least just at the end, so that way it's kind of there, because I don't think I might have mentioned it, but I'm not gonna put a card in there. So I gotta do all that. And there's also just a whole bunch of other things, but I'll get there if I get there. It's just how it is. Now, for the next drawing bits, because I'm already, like, yeah, Azalea's done. So my video next week is done. I just gotta put it together, which that's gonna be a process, but that's okay. So the next videos I'm working on, and yes, that's 2. Well, one is actually not gonna be an art video for going on the art YouTube. It's gonna be for the garden one, but it's me making evergreen with the Coreopus flower. So I'm gonna get them up on my Etsy, which that's a whole nother thing at the moment. That was another thing I wanted to do today, was get the Etsy thing done, and I'll explain that in a second. I don't know if that's happening today, because now I gotta figure out something that happened. But I gotta do that, and I also want to, instead of doing my Stegosaurus character, I'm gonna make my dragon character, but I'm gonna stick with doing the little mini print instead with his little design, so I think that'd be kind of cute. I'm gonna put Evergreen up in the art store as well, just because she's a lizard with some plants. I think it'll be fine, and they'll all go on Etsy as well. So with the Etsy thing, is so far it was going fine, and then I'm now trying to connect my bank. So it got it connected. It said yes. And then now I'm trying to save it to move on, and it's telling me that I need to fix areas in these issues. There's not telling me there's anything wrong. So I'm confused on what the fuck's going on. And so now I gotta figure out what I'm doing with that. So I was like, okay. So I'm going back to fix my first listing, which is just going to be a sticker listing, the Fire Dragon, just to get something up at for this minute. So, because I'm just going to do it where it's like all 3 versions, just in the same listing, one so it's less listings, and it's just, you can kind of pick which one you want, and I can label all of them. So I'm going to do that. So I'm going to put all the information back in, and then, which is kind of annoying, but it's fine. And then I'm going to, I don't even know. I have to figure out the whole bank situation now, because now I'm like, I don't know what the problem is, because there's no issue. It says it's connected. It gave me the check mark, but I go to save it and it says I have to fix some problems. Well, what the hell's wrong? Because now I'm trying to figure that mess out. So I'm like, fuck. So it's a process. So I'm like, okay. So I'll have to play around with it and see if I can figure out what the problem is. If I can't, I don't know what I'm going to do. Because this might have been part of my issue last time. And also probably because I don't think it would upload for me. So I just wanted the Etsy just to have something extra for now, just to kind of help. And now it's being a bitch. So now I don't know. Because there's another option where you can like just connect your checking account. So I got that up, and then the 1 penny, the 1 cent you had to wait for came through, but now I'm like, I don't know if it's going to send me a second one if I pick that option is the other problem. Because I have the first one now, but you have to have this 3-number code, and I don't see the numbers on the things. Now I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. So I might have to use my phone and look at the app and just possibly see if I could pop up on there. So I might have to do that option, or at least try that and just see what happens. I don't know. Now I'm confused, so I'm like, great. Yeah, I don't know, so now I gotta deal with that, so we'll see. But yeah, I guess I'll get back so I can get the unicorn video done, and then I can kind of post that is up for my post for today, and get back to working on Etsy and some other shit that I have to do. Alright, so it's almost 6, so I have done a couple things, which is good. So I've been using chat for some things, some questions. So essentially what I landed on was like Patreon options and just potential things of what I could do. So I gotta create all that. So that's just more art, which is fine. So I have to do that. There's also other things. I actually didn't get a whole lot done today like I thought I was, but that's nothing new. Because tomorrow and Sunday, tomorrow when I come home from work, we'll be cleaning, and then probably working on getting my food list together for groceries, and then I guess starting the clay magnets or attempting to do something with them. I might start off with a plant just to kind of, I might start the plant and just test it out that way, maybe. At least sculpting, and I can move on to like other stuff. And then Sunday will be grocery shopping. Probably more sculpting. Maybe getting it into the oven. I don't know. We'll see. But what I've done is I did get Etsy up, so I got the whole bank situation taken care of. So it's almost like I had to like restart, if you will. Like I clicked off of it and got back onto it, and everything worked fine. So Etsy's done. It's set up. So I have Clover and the Fire Dragon both up right now on some of their stuff. I already had like 6 shop views like immediately, so I was like, oh, okay. So we'll see. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I might promote it a little bit, but I don't entirely know. And then I've just been sitting here with chat. Maybe I might start designing some stuff, I suppose, because what these are my next designs. So I have Arlith, which is my dragon character, one of them, but he's like the main dragon character. So he's going to go up next, along with Evergreen down here with the Coreopus flowers. I got to do both of them. And then I have to start working on, I guess, the Patreon stuff to get that started, because so some of it's going to be a mixture of like digital and physical, but obviously on different tiers. So the digital stuff will be on like the cheaper tiers, but I still have to kind of figure that stuff out and like how to do that. So that's what that is. And then I have Azalea done, so I also need to start working on like the next video, which will be a comic video, so that's going to get started in the process as well. So that's just where I'm at. I was looking at some other stuff, but I didn't get very far with that. Yeah, there's more I gotta do, but I don't know. But that's kind of where I'm at, so not much of an update. But well, and tomorrow I did get my drawings done with these guys back here. So I got them done. I got them uploaded on my tablets. Tomorrow at work I can sit there and work on all their stuff. And I should be able to get it all done this weekend, and among some other things, like I have to redo my logo for Etsy, and then I need to make a banner for my blog site. I'll have to update that actually. Oh, I need to update the blog site, I suppose, letting people know I have an Etsy now. So I gotta do that. And then I gotta do the banner for Shopify, Etsy, and the blog site. I gotta make that too. I also need to make backing cards for those 3, because I have 2 done. I actually need to like finished them, but I've drawn them. So I'll have to make those backings as well, so that way I can have those printed out, I suppose. Because I'll just print them here since they're going to get recycled anyway. I'm not going to worry about making them all fancy. I'm probably going to finalize a business card and a thank you card. So there's just a lot I've got to do over the weekend, but that's fine. That's 24 hours of me being at work, so. On top of the other stuff. Yeah. So that's what I've been doing. And then my laundry's almost done as well, which is good. So that way I can get the bed together and everything, so. But that's where I'm at. So nothing super crazy, but it's not enough either, but it's something. I did something today. I got a few things knocked off. And then I just uploaded the nightmare to Pinterest and DeviantArt as well. So he's done. So I just gotta do the unicorn and azalea at some point, which is fine. Yep. That is where I'm at. So, I don't know. I guess I'll get back to designing the Patreon stuff, I suppose, so I can kind of get that figured out of what I'm actually going to be doing. Because it kind of gave me 3 ideas already that I could do, which is really cool. So I just got to make the stuff now, which is fine. So I can have like 3 separate 3 options. Like I have 3 months worth of stuff I already have. So I just got to write that down so that way I know what to do, and then I have to eventually get that posted too. So, yep. That's where we're at, so some progress somewhere. So we'll see how it goes, but I don't know about how well we'll do with Etsy. Maybe something will happen next week. I don't know. That'd be really cool if it did and something did happen, because I could pack my first order, but we'll see. I can hope. But we'll see what happens. Like I said, I'll give it the 4 months before it renews, and we'll see how it goes. Hopefully I've got something coming in, which will be awesome. If not, then I will just get rid of Etsy, and we'll just go back to how it was before. We'll just make it super simple. That's where I'm at though. So let me do something, I suppose. What? I don't know. I have a lot, so we'll figure it out. I guess we'll just more drawing. I don't know. Okay, so it is Tuesday. Let me catch up on what I've done. Not much, to be honest, but oh my gosh, I'm gonna drop everything. Let's see. So I actually just pruned my plants on the hydroponics. We are cut way back now, because before, like, this one was like almost touching. This one was pretty high up. So I just cut all of them. This one was like literally like hanging off like a jungle. So I don't know. It's just because none of them are flowering yet. So I'm like, what's going on? Because at this point I thought they would be by now. So I was just looking at the little manual and it said to prune them, cutting back a third. So I'm assuming I did hopefully roughly a third. I think the one that was overhanging, like the lily pad looking one, I don't know if I did a third or not. I might have cut too much. I don't know. I'm just kind of hoping. All the cuttings I have into there for the time being, so that way I can go take them and go put them outside for the compost at some point. These are doing really well. This one actually has some beans. This one's got some extra plants, so it's all, yeah, this one's got little beans down here, so this one's still growing. So we're doing pretty good. No complaints. So I might have to cut that one too, is also what I'm thinking now, is what might need to end up happening. Only because that one's gotten really tall. I think I would need to cut them. Some of them haven't had their second set of leaves yet. That's also, I'm like, I don't know for sure. Because I think once they get their second set is when you're supposed to cut them. I was just enjoying them, watching them grow. I think it's just so much fun just to see them grow like every day. So that's a whole nother situation. So now I'm just deciding, and I'm like, when do I cut these? So I might have to end up doing it soon. I don't know yet. Outside I haven't really looked at, but I think they're probably going to be about the same, because I did water them last week. So, and I mean, the succulents can go like some of them actually don't like being watered for like 1 to 2 weeks. So I'm not really worried about those. But I'm just sitting here and I'm like, when do I actually need to like repot all these? Because I'm gonna figure that out. Like I have enough pots to at least get started, but I'm like, when do I repot? So that's also why I'm like, my little sprouts over here, I'm like, interesting. Because those, I'm like, I don't know what to do with those. I'm hoping they'll flower soon, because that's kind of what I'm waiting for, is for them to flower, so I can use like the flower light. So I don't know when that's going to end up going on. But some exciting news. Other than the Etsy, which I mentioned, I also had a weird thing with that where I got this email that said someone tried to purchase something of mine, but like the bank wouldn't, like it wouldn't go through though. So it said that it was on hold, and I enter in my bank information, some other stuff. Okay, so that's a red flag to me. So I was looking at Etsy and the messages, which they're not popping up in the store for messages. Like I got it in an email. So I know that sometimes scammers will they can literally copy everything that another business has and make it look like theirs. I'm highly aware of that. That's happened to me quite a bit with Shopify. But I never like clicked on any link. I don't click on links or anything unless I'm expecting the email. I don't click on links. But it was just like when it was asking for my banking information, I was like, because it said it's verified, like it is approved and all this stuff. So that's why I'm like, why does this always happen? So I was looking at my messages and nothing popped up. It did say like, if it's not from like here and I get an email, like make sure it's like from one of our team members. But I'm like, I don't know how to tell if it's a team member. So I'm concerned. So I'm like, I guess if it pops up again, I'll have to look at it. But I don't know. Again, I don't expect anything. I'm just trying something. So I'll give it, I might even give it till December. And if there's nothing happening by December, I'll just cut it off. Because again, I don't want to keep it open and like pay for stuff if it's not going to work. But now what I'm doing is I'm actually going to be opening up a Patreon, which I do technically have one. I just never did anything with it just because at the time I was trying to do stuff and just stuff was not working out. So now I'm going to do it again. So I was asking Chad about it. So Chat gave me some really great ideas for what I could do because it's, you know, pertaining to my stuff, but it actually might be kind of cool and fun. So I'm going to try it out. It's kind of like this. So I did 2 pages of sketching. So this was the first page. This is actually the first idea I had. So, and this is what I'm going with. So it's still kind of the same where he's on the fence and whatnot. But it's essentially like mythological creatures, and I'll probably do dinosaurs too. I think that'd be kind of fun. Mixed with plants. So this one's coral bean, which I've never seen before. But so I'm just gonna try it. So it kind of gave me some like lore ideas. So it's like lore stuff, a zine with some writing on it, kind of explaining the creature. Some digital products, some POD stuff. So it was really cool and it was kind of unique. So I'm gonna try out this box and just gonna create it. I have to get everything done by June 1st is my goal because I'm making the art video to go up on YouTube. So it'll be like once a month of these types of videos. But then for Patreon, oh fuck. Shit. I forgot, I was thinking I have like 2 more drawings, not just this one. But Patreon, I was wanting to make like 2 extra drawings of my cutesy design and my minis design. Just like for them exclusively, just because they're a little bit smaller. And I could do 2 of those. I thought would be kind of fun. So I'm like, I have to get everything done by the 1st. That includes the print, the POD. So it'll be like digital probably is what it's probably going to end up being, is just digital stuff. And then if later on, if I grow big enough or I get requests, I can move on to doing like physical. Because also like you could also offer like a commission for creating like a fantasy pet of some kind, which I thought would also be kind of cool. So I'm gonna end up doing that as well. So I know it was just really cool the way it was coming up with stuff because it gave me 3 different options and I was like, can you just mix all 3 of them? And it did. And I was like, fantastic. Because I was reading it and I'm like, oh, I could just put all these together. I'm like, let me just see what Chat does. So Chat did, so it was really cool. So that's where I'm at now. So that's what I'm going to be working on because I wanted to get this drawing done by tomorrow. And I just now started. And I have work later. So that was my plan. I guess if I really can't finish it till Friday, it's not a big deal. But I would prefer to get it done tomorrow. Just because I gotta do all the print, because I gotta do extra little drawings, which will be done Thursday and Friday. For sure. And then that way, Saturday, Sunday, I can work on getting the digital assets done. And then I have to figure out how to do the rest of it, like certain things. So I'll probably actually might ask Chad about that as well. Just give me some ideas for some quick and easy POD stuff. and digital stuff that I could do. So that's what I'm gonna end up doing, and that's what I'm working on. So it should be fun, but we'll see. But I'm looking forward to it because I'm like, hopefully those will be kind of interesting. So I'm gonna post about it pretty much all next month, and just say like people have until the end of the month to get it. If nothing happens, then I'll just keep going with it until I can at least get someone, and then I move on to like the next thing. Is probably what'll happen. So at that point, I could probably work on like the next design, or at least start working on it. So if something does actually happen, and I do get that, which would be fantastic, then I'll already have the second one started. Because my intention is to get everything done by the first, too. So we'll see. I don't know, but let me get back to this. It is now Wednesday morning, after 10, almost 10:30. I just did my workout. So this is where I got yesterday. I didn't get very far, well, yeah, because I stayed up a little bit last night and worked on this one some more. Yeah, I don't know. I might have to fix something. I almost feel like the head's too big, but I'm also like, he also does have those ears, so I'm like, that might be part of the problem. Also, you can't see most of the body because he is sitting, so it's like you see part of his chest and then some of his stomach, because it's like caved in because he's sitting. You just see his legs. Maybe when I'll have to see. I might need to fix his ears a tiny bit, but I don't know. I wanted to give him long ears. I don't know. So I did that. And then I'm also like super excited, and this is crazy to me, but my little 6-second reel of me doing like my sketch that I do in my sketchbook to like reveal like the final drawing that I do of the unicorn has gotten over 5,000 views, and I'm like, never happened. And I've gotten over 300 likes on it. Again, that has never happened to me. So I think that's pretty cool. Also, I'm at 99 subscribers on YouTube, which is actually really cool too. So I'm like, this is neat. I just thought it was cool. So maybe he'll kind of help keep that going. I don't know, because I do have Azalea coming up on Friday, so we'll see what happens there. I don't know. I just thought that was cool though, because I was like, oh, that's never happened to me before. But it's also funny because it's a short, which I can't be surprised at. Like, it's just a quick 6-second little thing. I don't know. That's just me. But I'm gonna work on this for a little bit longer, because I'm also like, while I'm doing this, having to decide what I'm recording and what I'm drawing off camera. So now I'm like, oof. Like, I have the idea now, but like I have to work on the border now, so that way I know where everything's kind of like staying inside. So I have to do that. I was gonna put little like characters in circles, but I might not do that here, I think. I think I might make those stickers actually, which I think would be kind of cool. Now the name though, I'm still, because it's supposed to be almost like, I don't want to say tarot though, because it's not really tarot, because of how I'm going to do it. I don't even know if I want to put the name down. I might not even put down the name. I might just leave it how it is and just not do the name. And just do the regular drawing. I think is what I'm going to end up doing. But yeah, so I'm going to work on this. And then tomorrow I should be starting the next designs, like the little designs I would need for this. That way I can get everything done. I want to get it done by Friday so I can take pictures and start prepping it for the digital aspect stuff that I have to figure out how to do. So I can start preparing for posting. So let me get back to this, and I'll come back when things happen. Alright, so it's a little bit later now. It's after 4. So I'm actually just going to end this here soon, because not too much else is going to be happening today. But what the hell? Just got him done. So his line art is finished. So I can start his coloring, and then tomorrow I will be working on his little designs to get ahead of the nose. So that way probably Thursday night I'll get him completely done, which will be good. And start getting him ready for other situations, which is good. Because I just want to at least get them all colored, and then I will line them over the weekend. I just want to get them colored. So the colors I have, so his main colors are going to be red, green, and black. And the reason why is a coral bean is just red. You have the stalk that's green. Did I say the coral bean's red? I hope I did. I think I did. I don't remember. And then there's like another stalk. I'm wondering if it's like lower down, but it's where the seeds sit and it's black. Because I did look it up and it was green, red, and black. So I'm like, okay, cool. So that's what I'm going to do. So colors, so this purple is going to go with my black here. So that way it'll be like the third color. And then I'm going to do this kind of green. And then I have this red, so it'll be these three. So I'm going to do the brown with the red for shading. This is going to go on the sky back here and possibly just add on to the butterfly wings, which is actually what these four are going to be, is for butterflies. And this is for the wood that I have here. And then this green is also going to be for the moss that I have sitting and whatnot. And then that way I can color the hummingbird, which I guess I'll need to grab gray or something. I do have this blue here, which gray side, oh, you know what, this might just work just fine. So I'll have that, and then I'll have my Prismas with me as well. But so that's kind of colors I'm just gonna do for him. So pretty simple, nothing too complicated. And then we'll see how I do the pencils, but that's at least for the marker to just do that and to at least get started on it. I just slipped off the desk. My elbow did. So I'm wondering how I want to do the light, because it's almost like it said like dapple light. So I don't know if I want to have him partially in shade, but I'll probably have like top-down lighting or something. I don't entirely know yet. I'll have to see as I go, because I tend to kind of just start coloring. I don't really think about the lighting until it's like too late. And I'm like, oh yeah. So we'll see. But at least this part's done. So yeah, so then tomorrow I can start sketching, which is good, and hopefully get those done. If not, that will be a Thursday night thing as well, which is fine. Because tomorrow is also going to be a computer day. So I didn't do it today because I was wanting to work on him. But that's the whole process. So other than that, because I'm literally just going to be coloring, and then I'm actually going to be leaving to go to my parents. So that's why I'm like, I can't do anymore after a certain time. And that's why it's Thursday night is when I'll finish him. Because I'm going over there just to kind of see everyone and just stay the night. And then I'll be back Thursday night to finish him. But yes, so with that, I'm going to leave it here. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.